what did we just watch?
I mean, I'm happy as a viewer watching it because it's entertainment for me, sure. But I'm just like, huh? What happened though? Like, I don't get it.
There's a lot going on in this episode, so let's just take it piece by piece. Okay, so Ivan and Tayshia. That
was the only part that did not confuse me. I love everything about the entire thing from beginning to end. Every second, I loved it. I ship it. I'm here for it. I don't think she's going to pick him, but I'm here for it as of right now.
Even me, as someone that's not like a true fan of the show, I was cheesing. I caught myself cheesing during their scene. Like during that first scene with the both going on their date, I thought it was beautiful. I was just cheesing and cheesing. I was like, oh my gosh, she would be a fool to take him. He is a safe choice. Like there's nothing about him that can even read like, no girl, run. Like there's something about him that's like, he is just a safe person to be around. She said it. She feels like she's very comfortable. She trusts him. She feels protected. Is that what the word she used? She feel like he's a good space to be around. So like that's always a good place. That's a good place to fall in love.
But you know, some people don't like the safe choice.
Yes, but if she wants forever love, a long-lasting marriage, that's a safe choice. In my opinion.
Yeah, but, you know, also safe doesn't necessarily mean that love, right? Like, it's just a safe choice.
No, love, okay, safe doesn't necessarily mean love. Then what do you mean by that?
I don't know. Like, imagine Ivan versus, like, Zach or something. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, maybe Ivan is the safe choice, and, you know, you're kind of, like, on the fence about Zach. But maybe she has more chemistry and she has that actual real love with Zach and she just chooses him.
That's not real love. That's just real attraction. Or real...
What if it was, though? Because people have been in that situation before where, you know, either they have the safe choice and they pick that, but, you know, they want different from themselves and it ends up working out. Or some people just take the safe choice. Now, if the safe choice also happens to be the true love, then that's fantastic. But,
yeah.
I mean, safe doesn't necessarily mean that's the person that you click with romantically in the end.
I see what you're saying. You know, not necessarily who you belong with, but who you choose. Like, to me, they belong together, but that might not be the person that she chooses.
I don't think she's going to choose him.
She might not choose him because he is so safe. It's possible. I don't know. But it's easily the friend next door. You know, they say the girl next door, the boy next door. Easily the boy next door. He's like, I just think he's just like the friend that you've always had all your life that always liked you, but she didn't like them back. You know, it's like a Forrest Gump kind of like scenario here that I'm looking at. But, you know, we'll see what she chooses. You're right. She might not pick him. I think if she was truly looking for love and just wants to settle down and get married and have kids, it's a safe choice. That's all.
Yeah, but, you know, I mean, I don't think she should pick him for that because you just can't settle just because.
I don't think it's settle. It's not settling. When I say safe, I mean you can trust him with your heart. You know what I mean? Like, he won't break it.
Oh, I mean...
You know, I don't see him breaking your heart and leaving you for the next hop in, you know, 2 years down the line. Like, I see him as safety, as he will protect and provide, and he will be there. You know, the same way Claire saw Dale as safety. I didn't see it develop. The producers didn't show us how it developed into that, but you clearly see how Tayshia and him are developing. But, okay, that was one. So that happened. What was the next eventful thing for tonight that happened tonight?
I don't know. All I can say is Ed ain't shit. Like, that's it. I just don't know. I'm just annoyed with Ed. Ed is weird. Ed, like, but not weird, like weird annoying. Just like, why are you still here? Just go away.
I would say that the way the producers put the Ed and Ben situation together, I was cracking up laughing.
Oh my God.
I was like, what is going on? And the way they set it up, I was like, I don't know how they're going to piece this two together, but let's see. And then Ed goes to the wrong door, going to Chris's door. Come on. I mean, That's entertainment right there. That's pure entertainment. Forget about fairy tales and love. That was just pure entertainment. What do you think about Ben going to Tayshia's room and having this conversation with her and Tayshia forgiving him, kissing him, and they having a nice wine or whatever together?
I mean, honestly, I think he did the right thing because watching last week's episode, I mean, I know he didn't take that time and he was just kind of like sitting back waiting for the right time instead of like going after it and creating his own time. So I think that he did the right thing by, okay, I made a mistake. You called me out on it. I'm not going to do that shit no more. Like, so I think he made a nice attempt to do it, and you know he's the one who ordered the room service or whatever. He tried to make a little moment, and he told her like he pretty much went there to beg and say I'm sorry or whatever. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, and he said it. He was like, next time you're around me in any capacity, I will be the first one in line. And as soon as that rose ceremony started, before I could even blink, he was like, can I take you? I was like, okay, Ben. I see you learning. Yeah. I mean, she had no reason not to forgive him. If he was just like, if that happened last week and he didn't do anything to rectify the situation, then, I mean, what's the point of you being there? But he tried to rectify the situation, and it's not like he did something like so ridiculous that couldn't be forgiven. So sure, forgive him.
Yeah. I would say this though. Do you think he was scared? I feel like he was more scared still of being. Not being, what do they call it when you no longer on the show? Being dismissed. What do they do when you don't get a rose? What do they call it? Being evicted from the house? I don't know. What do they call it?
Oh, like you just get sent home.
Okay, being sent home. I think he was more scared of being sent home than he was of Tayshia not liking him. If that makes sense. Let me try to rephrase it.
I hear what you're saying. I didn't get the vibe, but I hear what you're saying.
I think it's more so he doesn't want to be sent home, and not necessarily. Oh, I want Tayshia. I don't want Tayshia to be mad at me. I think it's mostly I just don't want to be sent home. So because of that, I wasn't really feeling it because that's the sense I was getting. If it was a possibility that he would still stay and he could still stay and he wouldn't and. I don't think he would have went to her room to go talk to her and to go clear the air.
You know what I would say? I got that I don't want to get sent home vibes from somebody like Kenny, for example. Because no matter what, you cannot hide your stuff for too long. Everything that happens is always going to come out, right? The way Kenny talks about continuing on, he talks like, you know, I still want to win. I don't want to get sent home, whatever. It's not always about like Tayshia, but every time Ben says something about, you know, feeling uneasy or whatever, it's always centered around Tayshia, not about still being on the show or being sent home. Like I don't remember him using any kind of those verbiage or whatever. I get it, I hear it from other people, but not from him.
Okay. Fair statement. I heard it once.
He talks like Ivan. He talks about Tayshia the way Ivan talks about Tayshia. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, yeah.
All right, true. So, okay, overall, the scene with Ben and Tayshia, I thought it was a nice scene. I thought it was sweet. And the scene with Ed and Chris, I thought it was a funny scene. The little date, impromptu date that they had with the wine, I thought was nice as well. Fast forward to...
wait, hold on. Let me say something. Hey, Ed, if you ever listen to this, Chris Harrison got a girlfriend. Leave this man alone, okay? He don't want you. Okay?
The funny thing about Ed was he was starstruck. He was like, oh, man, I watch you all the time. This was shocked up right there. I'm right here sitting next to you. It's like Ed, bruh. Like, this isn't the Chris show. This is Bachelorette, okay? That's like, you could tell he was like pressed. He wasn't like, oh man, thank you, never mind. I'm gonna go to Tayshia's room and walk over to the other side of the island to go see Tayshia. No, he was like, okay, let me sit down here with Chris. And
I mean, he was invited in. I don't know why Chris Harrison was like, come on in. I'm like, you already just said it's 2:30 in the morning. First of all, why are you awake? But second of all, now this guy has knocked on your door and you're just going to invite him in. I mean, obviously it's for the show, but, like, what? What is going on here? The awkward little wine cheers, it was just so strange.
It was really strange. And the little clip at the end of the episode,
right. Talking about something, you need to be knocking on the door before you come in. I'm like, oh, my God.
Like, yeah, the guys, since I'm here, the guys don't like the way you just walk in without knocking. It's like, oh, what? Do I do that? Oh, okay, well. Like, Ed got some balls on him. Like, oh, yeah, the guys don't like you. It's like, do you know I own this show? Do you know, like, I'm partly producer of this show? Like, do you know who you're talking to?
Exactly. It would have been so funny if he said that, do you know who I am? I would have just fell out.
It was like, yeah, I guess I would knock next time. I didn't think about that. But I don't think, like, does he really need a knock, though? Honestly. Like, you don't have any privacy in that house. And that is the main living room where everything happens. It looks like an open area. It's like he's walking into your room, right?
Exactly.
It's an open area where you guys have your cocktails and your dates and your group. Oh, my goodness, Ed is bold. Ed got some nerve on him for sure. So we'll fast forward to, I guess, the last event within that happened this episode, which was Noah.
Oh, gosh.
To talk to Tayshia and basically, do you want to call it snitching on the guys?
I call it super snitching. He went all the way in. What?
Yeah, he was kind of telling to Tayshia, like, oh, the guys, I'm not concerned about me. It's just I don't like how they portray you, how they're making it seem as though you only give me a rose for the show. You know, I know you're better than that. And I was just like, Noah.
It was so weird. It was so unnecessary. I was just like, I was watching. I'm like, I don't understand. Like, what exactly is going on, and for what purpose?
I don't see what Tayshia even sees in him. Like, why? I don't see it.
Because he jumped a fence. I don't understand. Okay, cool.
Right.
Like, whatever.
Anywho, so he says all of that, and I don't know. Tell me how this happened, but I don't know how she got so wind up and went to go confront all the guys. I was just looking like, okay, what? She has no right to talk then, because if she's gonna, so she got lined up and she went to go speak to the fellas and tell them that she's very angry and she doesn't like anyone questioning her integrity. She's here to find love and she finds it very disrespectful and this and that. And she leaves and she thumbs out, looking like a fool in my eyes. I think she looks silly. And the guys were like, okay, what just happened? Because she gave no leadway, no explanation, no nothing. She just lashed out with no, you know how guys.
It was weird because I was like, what makes Noah so trustworthy? Like, he said something to you and you took it and you ran with it. Why? Like, I don't understand.
You didn't confront the man like the way you were telling. Was it chasing? Oh, that's not how you approach situations. Why did you give it any light if you know it's not true? And here you are giving light to something you know it's not true. You know you didn't give him the rose just for the show. So why are you getting all pumped up?
I don't know. I think she was mad hasty and being like so upset right off the bat. Like, she could have addressed it, but she didn't have to be raging, fuming, coming into that room. Like, what made you mad? Because Noah said something off the random?
Right. If I was a guy, I would look at her like, I don't know if I want to be with this chick. This is how she reacts to some outsider saying some random thing. You don't know who said it, when they said it, what they said. Nothing. No. And the little cool thought went into how she responded to that. And I was just like, that's if I was a dude, I wouldn't really even be interested in someone that didn't think thoroughly before they acted. You know, like, come on, girl. Don't let Ed play some chess moves on. Not Ed. What's his name? Noah.
Ed too. I don't understand. Ed is on that table too. Why did she give Ed a rose? Very weird. Very just strange. So, like, what exactly do you see in Ed? Like, I don't want to knock this guy, but I'm watching. I don't get it. So, like, I don't know. And then off the random, do you see how she just snuck Chasen out? Like, I was like, wait, hold up. Chasen's leaving? Like, what happened? Last week, you said you were having feelings for him. What happened between then and now that all of a sudden he's leaving, but Ed's ass is still here? Like, what is going on? I feel like I'm in a Twilight Zone. I'm just confused.
To be honest, I think Ed might stay because of the producers. I do think the producers are influencing her choices, whether she realizes it or not.
They got to be.
Two, two, all the guys that she sent home, I hated their response to them when they were leaving. Oh, I hope you found love. Oh, well,
I mean,
you know what?
What's wrong with that?
I mean, just listen. Like, if you were truly that into, I think she sent the right people home, because if you were really that into her, like, none of them show any kind of hurt. None of them show any kind of, like, oh, we are really getting to know each other and we're really connecting. None of them showed that. And all of them was like, well, I hope you find love, or, good luck on your journey, or what was the other thing that one person said? Oh, he was stood there and laughing, giggled. I'm sure there's some really nice guys for you behind me. It was like, nah, bro.
Oh, that was Joe.
I was like, no, I would want that response when I'm sending you home.
I mean, I feel like if
unless
she sent somebody,
no connection. Unless they're
they did it at that point. I mean, they're still new in the relationship, and she hasn't furthered any relationship with the people she sent home.
Okay.
So I don't see a reason why they should be super upset.
Okay. All right, so there you go. So maybe that was it. They didn't have any connection, so they weren't surprised to be sent home.
I mean, when she says I've been home in like 3 weeks, I know he's gonna be upset.
Well, you said 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
I mean, it might be a little longer. It depends on how much longer this season is, but she's gonna send him home, and he's gonna have his upset moment, I'm sure.
Ivan will definitely be one of the last 3 standing, I think.
Yeah.
Sure.
And when his ass goes home, he'll be upset. He'll get the moment in the limo where he's like, oh my gosh, he might cry a little bit, something. I thought she was the one. Oh my gosh, I'm shocked, blah, 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 whatever. Cool. Sorry, Ivan.
That definitely possibly will happen. Okay, one last thing, and I guess that's the end for this song. We can wrap up this review, but what did you think about that game they were playing with the hot peppers and the proposal? What do you think about that? Because I didn't like it.
I didn't get it. I mean, I don't know. I just didn't get it. I mean, I guess it was something to do. They were just trying to be creative, I guess. But, I mean, whatever.
Yes,
I
think it was a bit random, but all the little games and activities are always random. But
right.
I didn't like the idea of them saying proposing to her, because it makes me think like it's all a show. It
is all a show.
You had the word. I mean, it is all a show, but you had the exact words you were going to say. Some of their proposals were very like well put together, and it was just like, huh? I don't know. It just made it seem like, I don't know. It just made it seem like they're all acting. Everybody's there acting.
The only person that I liked was Damar, because he didn't say shit other than when she was like, "Are you crying?" and he was like, "Yes." And I was like, "This is fantastic," because he was really in tears eating the habaneros. But I mean, there was nothing to it. I think it was just a filler. They just needed something to like put in for the extra 2 hours.
But that filler is very telling, because it was saying some really strong words, and they were saying it as though they meant it, and you don't really mean it yet, because you don't know her like that yet. None of you guys have said you're in love with her yet. So the fact that you can say those words and look like you mean it, and, it just makes the show seem even more fake. That's all.
It was pretty much like a cheap "I love you." Like, it was. That's how I took it.
If you had trust issues, this is not going to help your trust issues, because it shows you how guys can act and tell you what you want to hear, and without even like blinking, like you wouldn't even know what's real and what's fake. So I don't know. I didn't like it. I'd rather have someone that just says, "Oh, you're beautiful," and oh man, I'm really crying, or make a joke in that situation, and they take it so seriously, and I'm just like, bruh, so you already have your words laid out, and you're sharing these words with me, but do you really feel this way about me? No, but you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
When it does happen, it's just going to make it less genuine, I think. That's how I'm going to see it. If it ever happens to those guys, it would.
So then you're going to be big mad for next week's episode then, because I see that she is in a wedding dress with Zach, and it looks like maybe they're having like a wedding shoot or something. So I mean, that's a little.
Is this really how the show you? Is this how the Bachelorette or the Bachelor? Is this the kind of dates and activities that they usually have?
Yeah, I mean, they throwing random stuff like that where they faux proposals and let's have a wedding date or whatever and this and that. I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, I agree with you that I do think it like cheapens the real thing at the end.
Yeah.
Like if it's true or whatever, like it cheapens it. Especially like if she picks, like imagine she has this proposal from all these guys and then has like a wedding shoot with somebody else, and then but at the end it's a completely different person. I would be like, you did all this stuff with all these people? Like now what we and you have that's supposed to be real and genuine, that just looks mad cheap.
Yeah, and that's how I feel.
I mean, I guess it's the show, so whatever.
Yeah. That's how I feel about her kissing all these guys. I'm just like, girl, like everyone, she kisses everybody. Like I think she
everybody.
Really it's very clear that she loves to kiss. But goodness gracious,
the kissing bandit.
2 words, 2 cute words. Oh my gosh, that's so nice. Kiss. Like they don't have to.
But the funny thing is, like she's kissing them. Like like a lot of these like bachelorettes, they wait to be kissed, but she's out here taking the lead, bruh. Like I'm like, okay,
too much.
Wow,
it's too much for me. Like they're not like asking for a kiss, she's throwing it at them. Like they say, oh you just look so beautiful tonight. I'm getting the tingle. Kiss. Oh my goodness. I'm like, girl, calm down.
They be like, good morning, Tayshia. Kiss.
It doesn't make sense to like everyone doesn't get a kiss. Like goodness, whoever she picks at the end, if I ever watch this show back, I'll be annoyed. Like what? You were just kissing everybody. You're just out there throwing different kisses left and right. I would be so annoyed. Like no, like she kisses too frequently and too much. Like just stop. Like I kind of like Claire for being like, you know what? I'm all for Dale. I don't want kissing you. I can't even take it seriously. I can't even put my lips on yours because I'm gonna pretend like I'm having a breakdown before I come over here and kiss you.
I'm gonna pretend I'm having a breakdown. Ooh, I caught that shade.
I think she forced that breakdown because she really didn't want to continue on or pretend or kiss anybody else but Dale. I can appreciate that. You know what I mean? Like, it triggered something in her. It's like, oh, I'm about to kiss somebody and it's not Dale. I don't want to. But this one's just kissing left and right. Just giving out kisses. You get a kiss. You get a kiss. You get a kiss.
What, Tayshia thinks she Oprah? Okay.
I don't know what it is, but she needs to stop. She can slow it down and just stop. Goodness gracious. You know what I think it might be? Maybe somebody told her she was a really great kisser. And ever since then, she's just been giving kisses out. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, it's also the format of the show, right? So whatever. I don't mind it. I really don't care. Like you go ahead and kiss everybody. Kiss the producer. Kiss Chris Harrison. I mean, don't kiss Chris Harrison, but kiss everybody. I don't care. Like
I'm
go ahead.
Sorry if Chris Harrison was part of this the Bachelor, should be kissing him up and down. For real. Honestly, like the way she gives kisses. Goodness gracious, I think it's too much, but to each their own. COVID or no COVID.
It's too much. It's too much for me. I couldn't do it. That's just a lot of people. Nope. But I don't mind it. But then again, you sign up to be on this type of show, then you say it all the time. You know what show you're going on. So this is the culture of the show. So cool. So I know since it's not for me, I couldn't go on it. But have at it, girl. Kiss everybody. Kiss them all.
I know that's right. All right, well, that's it for this episode of Bachelorette. Until the next one. Episode, which it looks pretty interesting from what we
He says he's in love. Oh my gosh, how? Why? What? How are you in love with Tayshia already? Easy, but we're gonna find out.